for a solution even if it's futile, otherwise they'd be too racked with guilt to cope. 3 days later, Zoe is checking on Michael's wound and he notices her looking at a scar, so he shares the story. He was 9 when his apartment caught on fire, which orphaned him and his sister. He's taken care of her ever since that night and they only have each other. Later, Zoe sobs quietly in her room. Tired of waiting, David makes a decision to break the rule and he approaches Michael, telling him they have tried everything they could but it is impossible to get more oxygen. Every day Michael is with them presents a danger to the crew and the entire mission. David thinks that if there was another way, Hyperion would already know by now, so he hands Michael a lethal injection, promising it will be painless and apologizing before leaving. Michael sobs as he looks at the bracelet his sister made him, then he inspects the deadly needle. Deciding he must do the right thing, he sends another video message to his sister apologizing that he can't be with her every step of the way and reminding her how tough she is. Even during this difficult message, Michael speaks of the crew fondly. Moments later, Zoe finds Michael staring listlessly into space with the needle next to him because he hasn't been brave enough to do it yet. Zoe tells him he doesn't have to, and while Michael is thankful that she keeps fighting for him, he thinks it's hopeless. However, Zoe disagrees and shares a story of her own. 12 years ago, she tried to save a drowning man at the beach. She spent 5 minutes just trying to keep his head above water, nearly drowning herself, then they happened to get saved by a passerby in a boat. She hadn't known someone was coming, she just had hope. Zoe promises she will not give up and goes to see David, who says Michael died the moment they took off. He is furious because he continues to lose algae, and he has already lost all his life's work anyway. Still stubborn, Zoe won't accept this and decides to start teaching Michael how to climb the tether as a last-ditch effort to reach the tank. Unfortunately, Michael just cannot get the hang of it. He keeps slipping down and falling, which ends up with him hitting his forehead. Desperate, Zoe approaches Marina and David to ask them to let her climb the tether. She also asks David to come with her since Michael cannot do it. To her surprise, David accepts, and he explains why. The first batch of algae has also died, meaning now only 2 people will survive. The launch tank is their